Everybody in the place hit the fucking deck, but stay on your motherfucking toes. We running this, let's go. I'm on a boat, I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me, cause I'm sailing on a boat. I'm on a boat, I'm on a boat. Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat. I'm on a boat, motherfucker, take a look at me. Straight floating on a boat on the deep blue sea.
Some friends. Sorry about that, I had to take a long AFK. Had to make a bunch of highlights for YouTube. I don't have too much time to play, but I'll play them so far a bit. For like an hour or so. I have to go away.
This is real as it gets. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget. I'm on a boat and it's going fast. And I got an article theme. Pass me the Afghan. I'm the king of the world on a boat like Leo. If you own the show, then you show not Neo. Get the fuck up. This boat is real. Fuck land, I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Fuck trees, I climb buoys, motherfucker. I'm on the deck with my boys, motherfucker. The boat engine make noise, motherfucker. Hey, ma, if you can see me now, arms spread wide on the starboard bow. Gonna fly this boat to the moon somehow. Like Kevin Garnett, anything is possible.
In the Navy, yes, you can sail the 7 seas. Yes, you can put your mind at ease. Come on, people, make a stand. Can't you see we need a hand? Come on, protect the motherland. Come on and join your fellow man. Oh man, check out this guy's profile image. Check out the image he's got on his profile. It's the image that he's got on the profile. That's what it links to. Y'all got any more BPCs for Nana? That's his name. That's his in-game name. Hey, still scamming. I remember you from Judah times, etc. Just back after a few months. What's the story with this BPC spamming? I know what you're talking about, man. You must be confusing me with somebody else. I never scammed, or I never traded in Jita. I never spammed. I didn't spam any BPCs or trade in Jita. I don't do that. Must be somebody else.
As expected, after last week's recovery of ore stations from Serpenta's control, ore has joined its liberator, the Upwell Consortium. Despite the overwhelming success of the operation, carried out by Mortis Legion on behalf of Upwell, there are persistent rumors that the few Serpenta ships that managed to escape the onslaught took with them a considerable amount of valuable ore assets. Most notable are the very first blueprint copies of the Endurance ice mining frigates, developed under Ore's Frostline brand. The Endurance, seen here during its trials, is designed to mine ice in extremely hostile environments. Cloaking optimizations allow it to operate unprotected in null-sec and even shattered wormhole systems. It is also able to fit a new type of extremely efficient ice mining laser, developed in conjunction with the Endurance, providing the first frigate-class ice miner. Scope sources claim that Ore expects the Endurance to do well when it hits the market, fulfilling the needs of the more adventurous entrepreneurs. However, the mining tech companies signal with great concern that the Serpentis are in possession of some of their most advanced technology. This is Alton Hovering, reporting for the Scope.
I'm the captain of this vessel. We wanna take you on a cruise all around the land. Music is at hand. We wanna play it for you. You see, we want to be a crew of entertainers. Jam to the music, to the beat. Jam, yeah. Don't let nothing restrain you. We just want you to feel nothing but pleasure. What the hell am I getting this voiceover? What voiceover? What do you mean? What voiceover? I don't have any voiceover. You mean that guy talking in game? Oh yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I could turn it off because I don't really like it. I don't really like that voice in game. But I don't know. I tried to turn it off. It doesn't seem to be an option to do that. I don't know. I have no idea. I think they added that in one of the last patches. Once they added some voice acting, and I have no idea how to turn it off. I'd like to turn it off, but I can't. Maybe you didn't enter the captain quarters. You have to enter the captain quarters to hear it on the screen. It comes from the screen. Yeah, there are audio options here, but none of them. I think none of them affect the voice acting on those ads. None of this here is for the voice acting. The ads, sounds. This is just for ship stuff and for gameplay stuff, effects. This is just for gameplay effects. It's not for the ads. Here, this is too advanced audio setting. I already checked all of this. None of this affect that.
none of this affects the sound from those heads. I already turned all of them down, the ones that could be, but none of them is the thing. Yeah, I mean it's not very bad. It's not one of those things that's just unbearable, but it's not like one of those cancer musics from Twitch or something like that. But I still don't like to hear it. Every time I log in, it's there, and I'm playing the music and stuff, and it gets kind of
As expected, after last week's recovery of four
it gets kind of boring sometimes to hear that all the time.
has joined its liberator, the Upwell Consortium. Despite the overwhelming success
I wish I could turn it off.
carried out by more than
Well, I could just turn off the audio. I could just do it like this. Turn off the audio, general audio. But then I also want to hear the login sound, and those are kind of cool. Well, when I have the audio enabled. I tried UI sound level, turn on, turn off, but this is just for the UI, this is for the in-game UI, not for this
the Upwell Consortium.
speech level. Doesn't
The
kill
overwhelming success of the operation carried out by more than
nothing of this works. Just I would have to mute everything.
that managed to escape the onslaught took with them a considerable amount of valuable ore assets. Most notable are the very first blueprint copies of the Endurance ice mining frigate, developed under Ore's Frostline brand. The Endurance, seen here during its trial, is designed to mine ice in extremely hostile environments.
Station interior, maybe station interior. No,
Allow it to operate
no, it doesn't work. This is just for the things outside the ships and stuff that are passing by.
also able to fit a new type of extremely efficient ice mining
Station is
developed in conjunction with the Endurance, providing the first
think all these
frigate-class
works.
ice miner. Scope sources claim that ore
It's
expects
alright.
the Endurance
I just log in for a bit. I'm not really playing.
fulfilling the needs of the more adventurous entrepreneurs. However, the mining
But that kind of sucks because it's polluting the sound environment of the station, of the captain quarters. Before you could just sit and chill in your captain quarters, just hear the ambient noises, and now you listen to that guy all the time. Would be cool if there was an option here on the screen to turn it off. Turn off the sound. Oh yeah, that's probably why you haven't heard it, because maybe you didn't go into the captain quarters. Maybe you have your station screen always on the ship hangar.
Serpentis Corporation has been suffering heavy losses.
Maybe that's why.
Material since Operation Frostline was launched against it by the
Normally when I'm playing
to declare all recovered
Eve,
reward to the Capsuleers attacking the Serpentis has
I don't come into the captain quarters either because there's nothing to do there, right? There's no gameplay on it, so I don't really use it. But right now I'm in it all the time when I log in because I'm just spreading the word of the giveaway. It's the reason that I'm logging in right now, so might as well chill in the captain quarters.
Came into possession of logistic blueprints is unknown. The Upwell Consortium has certainly established itself as a power to be reckoned with, and the Serpentis seems to be serving as an example to those thinking about standing in its way. Although there are many who feel that the
And
demonstration
with this card that I have now in this computer, it's not very resource spending, but with the laptop I used to play in the laptop. If I had this turned on, the captain quarters turned on, I would take like a bunch of time to dock in the station and load this. It would take some seconds to load, and it doesn't help when you're out there. When you want to dock in and dock fast. Yeah, for sure. I agree. They should continue developing this feature, this part of the game. I think they'll do it. They'll do it sometime. Maybe it will take some time, but the event will they'll do it. I don't think they're dumb to the point of not betting on that, because it's something that's gonna bring a lot of much more players to the game if the game has avatar gameplay. I think they're not dumb. They're not dumb enough to discard that completely. They've done some dumb shit in the past, but I think they're not as dumb. They're not enough dumb to do that. They must have plans for that. Yeah, and now with the VR thing coming along with all the VR headsets and the VR spaces, it's never been more of a social thing than now, because now everybody's gonna use virtual reality headsets and stuff like that, and he's gonna be able to meet other people in person in cyberspace, in a virtual place, in a virtual reality. In a virtual place, people are going to be able to meet each other virtually, especially with headsets like the Vive, like HTC Vive, like the Steam VR. That's a headset that has spatial dimension, has like allows the player to be in a space 3D, to move around and stuff, and to be there physically. It detects the body of the user. So yeah, definitely it would make this game more valuable if it had spaces where players could meet person to person. Yeah. And it's everywhere, not just in the games. It's everywhere in all kinds of businesses and industries and stuff like that. It's gonna revolutionize. It's gonna change the way people connect, right? Change the way people connect online on the internet and stuff.
By the Upwell Consortium. The decision made by Upwell to declare
it's already changing, it's already happening. It's just been launched, the technology is just being sold now.
Reports of recovered items ranging from clothing items to endurance ice mining frigate blueprints and valuable implants have been confirmed. And recent rumors of logistics frigate blueprints being captured as well will only serve to intensify the attacks even more. How the Serpentis came into possession of logistic blueprints is unknown. The Upwell Consortium has certainly established itself as a power to be reckoned with, and the Serpentis seems to be serving as an example.
They've invested, like this company from this game, CCP Games, they've invested a lot in the past years into VR, into developing the Valkyrie simulator and VR stuff in general. They have invested a lot of money, millions of dollars.
This is Alton
to fund research and development. I don't know if you ever seen their financial the yearly financial reports from the company. They had that available on the website, but after I pulled them out and posted them on the forums once or twice, they removed them. They made them private. Before they used to have these reports available at the site. Here they have the site CCP Games. Games here. If you go to their site ccpgames.com, you go on company. Now it's changed. They don't have that info here anymore. They don't have financial info, but before they had financial info that anybody could browse. Now if you go here, you're not able to see that info anymore, but before they had information there, financial information. Now they don't have it anymore. I think one of the reasons was me browsing it, posting it on the forums a couple times, and to back up my points, I was arguing that at the time I was trying to get a support for a Plex for VR HMD offer. I wanted them to offer VR HMDs for Plex because they already offered NVIDIA cards for Plex in the past and in some promotions that they did in 2012. So to back up my points, I was saying that the company was investing a lot in marketing. Like in 2014 or 2013, they spent 10 or 12 million dollars in marketing with marketing expenses. So, and I was arguing that the event that I was proposing them to do would only spend around 0.75 to 1 million dollars if they were to buy like 5,000 headsets or something to offer the players in trade for Plex, right? So in order to back my points, I pulled the financial information that they had on the website and to show that they had their written the amount that they had spent on the last year for marketing expenses. So, but shortly after that, they removed the information from there and they closed that part of the website. They made it private. So and there is, now it's not available anymore at the website. But they had their yearly reports there, and just for VR expenses for VR resource for VR how do you say research and development, for VR research and development, they had spent like around $40 million like in 2014 or 2015. Last time I saw it, it was stated there $40 million in research and development. So they're betting big in VR.
It is also able to fit a new type
And
of extremely
the
efficient
things that they show you
customization
at
developed
FanFest
in
and stuff,
conjunction
and
with the Endurance,
the
providing
things
a
that you see on
first-rate
Valkyrie are
class
just a small portion of what they're doing. They have a lot of stuff. I'm sure they have a lot of stuff done that they don't show to the public.
fulfilling the needs of the more
They don't want other people to steal their stuff
However, the mining tech
or
company
to know
still
about
has
what they're
great
doing.
concerns that the Serpentis are in possession of some of their most advanced technology. This is Alton Hover, reporting for the Scope.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that they had $30 million cash injection, maybe even more, because Oculus now has a lot of money. They've been partnered. They partnered with Oculus since the start. Some of the devs backed the Oculus Rift when it was getting money on Kickstarter. They gave money to the Oculus, and now that Oculus has been bought by Facebook, it's got a lot of money. Facebook paid like $1 billion to them. So
Has been suffering heavy losses
30 million is just a little small part. Maybe it's possible that they received that from Oculus to invest in the games that they are doing with on VR and stuff like that. Because the headset also needs the manufacturer has interest in having applications and games for it, right? So,
and valuable implants have been confirmed, and recent rumors of
Come
logistics
inside.
blueprints being captured as well will only
hey
serve
Claudie
to
Rainbow,
intensify the
thanks for
attacks
stopping.
even
Welcome to the
more.
channel.
How the Serpentis came into possession of logistic blueprints is unknown. The Upwell Consortium has certainly established
Yeah, I mean,
itself
I
as a
think
power to be
they
reckoned with,
the game
and
has
the
potential, and
Serpentis
maybe they will
as an example to those thinking about
they will
standing
develop
in its way.
this feature further,
Although
the
there are
captain
many who
quarters
feel
and
that
the stations, the
demonstration of
interior,
wealth
and
by
allow
foregoing
players
the
to
ownership
gather
of
up
all
in the
retrieved
station or
goods
to
win
engage
Capsuleers over to their cause
on
is a bigger
PvP
statement
or
than anything else
PvE or
surrounding
stuff,
Operation
or to
Frostbite.
play,
This is Alton Hovery,
to kill each
reporting for
other,
the
or
Scope.
to, I don't know, to do stuff. Uh, but the only thing, the things, there's some things that I think are that they messed up, and that there's things that I think they shouldn't have done, like uh, some of the recent changes that turned the game into pay to win, like the skill injection changes, and the thing like monetizing the game the way they're monetizing, doing everything, uh, trying to milk microtransactions out of everything in game, like the ship skins and all that stuff. I mean, I think it's not a. I think it was not a good choice. I think it was not a good call to do to monetize the game like that. They could have done many other things, and also they done a lot of options. They've done a lot of choices in the past that I think, in my opinion, were not the best ones. Regarding the Avatar gameplay and regarding the other games development, Dust 514 and even Valkyrie. I think many of the options that they made in the past were not the best, and some of the options that they are doing now are still not the best. But we'll see what happens, right? With the games that they're developing now, and with this game, we're here to see, right? Here to see what happens. Yeah, of course. They just have to. They just have to. They just have to give the financial information to the investors, right? That's who give them the money. That's who they gotta pay accounts for. They have to declare it to. That's who they have to declare to, because it's who pays them their money, who gives them the money to do what they do, to develop the games and stuff. Ultimately, that's the only people that they care to show their financial information. They don't have to show it to anybody else, but they did before. They had it available to the public on the website. Now they don't. There was a change there in tactic, or in there was a change in policy.
Blueprint copies of the Endurance ice mining frigates, developed under Orr's Frostline brand. The Endurance, seen here during its trials, is designed to mine ice in extremely hostile environments. Cloaking optimizations allow it to operate unprotected in null set and even shattered wormhole systems. It is also able to fit a new type of extremely efficient ice mining laser, developed in conjunction with the Endurance, providing the first frigate-class ice miner.
I mean, the ship skins is not the worst in microtransactions. I just feel that they could have worked on something better to add to the game other than ship skins. But there's still some of them out there that are really outrageous priced. Like many of the players complain that they are too expensive to buy with real money. There's some that sell for like $30 or something like that, just for one cheap skin. But I think what's bad about that is the time and the effort that they took. It took them to develop the ship skin. They could have used on something better. I'm not really a fan of the ship skins, but I think this is not the worst. The worst is like the skill injection, where you are able to inject skill, pay real money to buy skill inject skill points. This breaks a bit the foundation of the game, because the game is set up around the skills. The more you have, the more skill points you have, the more efficient you will be at what you do in game. the various professions and the various tasks. So this enables anybody that has no experience whatsoever in the game to just come into the game and have a fully trained character right away. What took before like players like a couple of years of subscribe to the game to achieve, now they can achieve in one day if they have enough money for it. Some people spent years and years collecting skill points, subscribed every month to be able to train the skills, because like there's skills that train like years. There, for instance, if you wanna fly, if you are on a new account and if you wanna fly a capital ship like a Titan, it takes like 2 or 3 years to train the skills to do that. Like if you are training the account all the time. Go here. If you search here a Titan ship on the market or in contracts. Dreadnought is not even one of the biggest. I think they're the only ones available here. This is a freighter. 37 days left, but this is because I already trained a bunch. These Dreadnought see 166 days. This is more than 3 months to training just to fly this Dreadnought. And I already have a bunch of skills trained. I already have spaceship command and gunnery and a bunch of other shit here required for these ones, weapon upgrades and shit. Somebody who comes here doesn't have any skill trained, it would take like much more than this. It would take maybe like 6 months. 6 months to 1 year to train to fly this ship. But with the skill injections, you can do it right away as long as you pay for it. Of course, if you are not experienced in the game, you will not know how to play it. You won't know what to do with the ship. But yeah, I mean, I'm not advocating that that's a bad thing, but well, it's definitely a game breaker. It's definitely something that changes the game. I'm not sure if it's a good bet to do that. If it's good for the game to do that. It's definitely good for them, or maybe not. It can be good for them, or it can be not. It depends on how things go. It definitely changes the game and the game business model. Time will tell if it's a good bet for them or not, if they will make a lot of money out of the skill injections, or if it's gonna ruin the game and take them to bankruptcy, right?
As expected, after last week's recovery of 4 stations from Serpentis control, 4 has joined its liberator, the Upwell Consortium. Despite the overwhelming success of the operation, carried out by Morty's Legion on behalf of Upwell, there are persistent rumors of the few Serpentis ships that managed to escape the onslaught.
Yeah. It's that guy, that new guy that they appointed as vice president.
Most notable are the very first
Vice president for development or some shit like that. It's a guy that was a former EA guy, a marketing guy, and he's the one who's bringing these changes to the game. He's now in charge of EVE Online and all the other games, Valve Collections. This guy came in, they all the games from this company. He's the guy that loves microtransactions, that wants to monetize everything in the games that he touches with microtransactions. So you can expect from all the games, from EVE, from Valkyrie, from Dust, from all the shit that they do from now on, it's gonna be riddled with microtransactions. This guy came in, they hired this guy to the company, and then he brought executive producers from EA with him. It's like the executive producer on Valkyrie. He's a guy that he brought. that it brought in is a guy that worked at EA too, Electronic Arts. The one in Dust 514 is also the executive producer now. There is also, they fired the other one and they appointed an EA guy too, because this guy, the vice president, told them to. It's a French guy. It's a guy that came from Electronic Arts too. So you see how it works. They appointed the guy as vice president, and then when he's vice president, he told the guy, the CEO and the investors, to hire the guys that work with him at Electronic Arts. So now he has. Yeah, Dust is still going. It's still online. There's still people that play it on the PS3, but doesn't have any future there on that platform. It's gonna die unless they port it to PS4 or to PC. It's gonna die. The graphics are really shitty. The gameplay is also not very exciting. It's like a Battlefield clone with Eve assets and the cloning mechanics, the character cloning mechanics. Doesn't have much feature. Yeah, see, so here other ship like I don't remember the names, but like an avatar ship like this. This is an Amar Titan, 13-kilometer long ship. This would take me if I wanted to fly this, would take me 202 days of training. This is more than 6 months. It's like 7 months of training, skill training. And for somebody that is new to the game, it would take even more because it doesn't have any of these trains. But now they can do it in 1 day if they have the money to pay for it, if they want. This doesn't mean anything because if they don't know what to do with the ship, they won't do anything. But it still breaks the game a bit. Here's super carries and stuff. These ones are the ones that launch fighter ships from there, from the base, from the fighter base, and these is where the Valkyrie fighters come from. She's the Titan. I mean Matar Titan. No, she's the Dreadnought. Titan is like the... I don't remember the name.
But don't do no damn squealing. I can dig rapping. I'm ready. I can dig scrapping. But I can't dig that backstabbing. The brother, get ready. That's the bank. Get ready, you mother.
As expected, after last week's recovery of ore stations from Serpentis control, ore has joined its liberator, the Upwell Consortium.
Hey, Mike First, 86, what's up?
Of the operation, carried out by Mortis Legion on behalf of Upwell, there are persistent rumors that the few Serpentis ships that managed to escape the onslaught
trying to
with them
now with these new guys that they hired to EA, they want to milk the game really hardcore.
Heavy endurance ice mining frigates, developed under Ore's Frostbind brand.
We'll see if it works or not.
Seen here during its trials, It
was probably it went up screwing up the game beyond repair, but well, if that's what they want to do, they're the ones who are in charge. Let them do what they want.
It is also able to fit a new type of extremely efficient ice mining laser developed in conjunction
See,
with
before we were able to,
class ice miner.
there was this feature they dumped down. They also dumped this down. Before
It hits the market.
you
Fulfilling the need
you are
for
training the
adventurous
skills
entrepreneurs.
and the amount of skill points that you have, you always had to save them in the medical clone. You'd have to spend money to back your skills up in a medical clone in case you died. The skills were saved. The consciousness gets saved, that gets sent to the other character, to the other clone. And after your consciousness is in the new clone, you would have to buy a new clone to pay the medical clone fee to have your skills saved there. If you didn't, next time you died, you would lose all the skill that you had trained. But now they removed that from the game. There's not that anymore, that feature. So now you don't need the medical clones anymore. They also dumbed that down.
Since Operation Frostline was
Just have
launched
jump
against
clones.
by the Upwell Consortium. The decision made by Upwell to declare all recovered loot as reward to the Capsuleers.
It's their choice to do that, right?
Has
They choose to do
certainly paid off,
whatever they want.
as the attacks are relentless. Reports of recovered items ranging from clothing items to endurance ice
Not
mining
sure if
related
that's good for the game, but
and
yeah.
valuable implants have been confirmed.
They seem to think that's a good thing for the game.
Frigate blueprints being captured as well will
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe
attack even more. How the
it was kind of a burden to remember every time you died, to go and save and pay the medical clone fee to have your skills insured in the medical clone.
serving as an example to those thinking about standing in its way. Although there are many who feel that the demonstration of wealth by foregoing the ownership of all retrieved goods to win Capsuleers over to their cause is a bigger
Alright,
statement
done
than
with this for now.
anything
Done
else
with spreading the message on the giveaway. Yeah, it has. Not sure that's good for the game or not. So maybe I think that the company, they think this is good for the game. Some things might be good for this. I don't know. It's good on one side, but on the other it's also bad because it's making the game easier. It's more friendly to the newer people, to the new guys. So I'm gonna play Glen and Soul for a bit. Not sure you guys like this game. I'm gonna play it. Gonna play for too long. I'm gonna log off and go away soon, like half hour. Just gonna play for like half hour and then go away. Right now I don't have much interest to play EVE Online. I'm not lost the interest. But maybe I'll get interest again in the future. We'll see what they do with the game and what they do with the new games that they're developing. Maybe I gain interest and I go play it again. Let's see. The last thing that they did with the game, they catered completely to the nullsec groups and to the nullsec people. I'm not a nullsec player, so I was left out on the cake. I was neglected. Me and a bunch of other people were neglected in the development. So I lost interest with the game, and also these recent changes even sunk the boat further for me. So I'm not playing it anymore. But maybe I will play again in the future. We'll see what happens. Never say never, right? I'm gonna play this for a bit now.